Who doesn't love eggnog during the holidays? While eggnog seems like a classic American staple, most believe that it was actually invented in medieval Britain. These days, there are dozens of brands of eggnog on the market. However, not every eggnog you can find at the store is tasty.
What do you say we start out with cold glasses of a delicious seasonal favorite, eggnog?
When it comes to dairy products, Borden is a trustworthy name. The brand's history dates all the way back to the 1850s, when Gail Borden developed his process for making sweetened condensed milk. However, don't let the pedigree of this eggnog fool you. The actual drink here is utterly gross. Whether you purchase it online or at your local grocery store, Borden Classic Eggnog never fails to taste like old milk that has a plastic aftertaste. No amount of bourbon, rum, brandy, or whiskey added to this eggnog will be able to save Christmas from that.
It's nice to see you enjoying a holiday beverage. Pretty Christmassy.
Since when is eggnog a Christmas drink?
Silk almond milk is the best almond milk available anywhere, so their version of eggnog also has to be excellent, right? Wrong. As you would expect from this company, Silk Nog is dairy-free, made with soy milk instead of cow's milk. In addition to lacking any dairy products, the eggnog is also made without any eggs. Unfortunately, it's also lacking much flavor. It tastes like watery milk that has just the slightest amount of nutmeg added to the mix. Rum flavoring would be a big improvement, and there's even rum listed in the ingredients. Not that you can taste it. Overall, a disappointing substitute for the real thing. If you're lactose intolerant and even the thought of drinking traditional eggnog gives you a stomachache, you might believe that Lactaid Eggnog is the answer to your prayers. Tragically, Lactaid Eggnog doesn't live up to that promise. Rather than being eggnog without lactose, it tastes like eggnog without any milk or cream. The result is an eggy concoction that you may find difficult to swallow, literally. It tastes basically like egg yolks with some sugar and not much spice. Then again, there's no nutmeg or cinnamon listed in the ingredients, so that shouldn't be much of a surprise. There are better lactose-free eggnog options out there. We'll tell you our favorites later in the list. There are multiple reasons to just say no when it comes to Califia Farms Almond Milk Holiday Nog. While this treat, powered by almond milk and pure cane sugar, is vegan-friendly and gluten-free, you still probably shouldn't add it to your shopping cart. First of all, this eggnog is inconsistent. Sometimes you will drink it and it will have a smooth consistency. However, at other times, Califia Farms Almond Milk Holiday Nog will have unappetizing chunks in it. When that happens, all your holiday cheer will fly directly out of the nearest window. Even in the best of circumstances, this drink is still way too sweet. Even if you typically enjoy eggnog that is sweeter than average, the sugary taste of this drink is so overpowering that you'll soon be struggling to continue sipping it. While Whole Foods definitely has some great store-brand choices on their shelves, their eggnog is far from the brand's best work. If you buy a carton of this stuff, we think you'll soon regret it. The issue with Whole Foods 365 traditional eggnog is that it's way too spicy. The first overwhelming flavor that will hit your taste buds is nutmeg. It's way too strong and dominates the action. Beyond the nutmeg, you will also taste a strong amount of cinnamon, ginger, and cloves. All told, these 4 spices combine to steal the spotlight to an annoying degree. If you've already purchased this drink and want to salvage it, adding milk or cream to it will diminish the spice level and allow you to somewhat enjoy this eggnog. Fireball Cinnamon Whiskey has been one of the most popular drinks of the last decade. If that stuff is your drink of choice, you'll be excited to learn that Fireball Cinnamon flavored Holiday Nog exists. Is the brand's eggnog worth purchasing though? That's debatable. If you prefer your eggnog to taste more like cinnamon than nutmeg, then this is a decent enough option. As the name suggests, it has a heavy cinnamon flavor. A suitable comparison of the level of cinnamon to expect is somewhere between cinnamon-flavored gum and hot tamales candy. It's also non-alcoholic, so just make sure to add some actual Fireball whiskey to the cup if you're wanting to get a buzz from it. When Lucerne Holiday Eggnog first enters your mouth, you'll probably be impressed. This eggnog is thick, impressively thick. Unfortunately, a few sips in, the thickness will become a little burdensome. While it's an enjoyable attribute at first, it can eventually become kind of a chore to drink. That said, if you are someone who always adds alcohol to your eggnog, Lucerne Holiday Eggnog is a good choice. Even if you accidentally, or not so accidentally, add too much bourbon, whiskey, rum, or any other liquor, your drink will still be thick enough for you to thoroughly enjoy.
Morning, gorgeous. More eggnog?
Darigold makes a couple of different types of eggnog. The better variety, in our opinion, is the brand's old-fashioned eggnog. This style claims to be satisfyingly thick and rich, which from our estimations turns out to be true. This eggnog has the perfect amount of thickness, but although it's rich, it's lacking in the sweetness department. But if you're not looking to satisfy your sweet tooth, this might actually be the perfect nog for you. The version you don't want to buy is called Darigold Classic Eggnog. It tastes the same as Darigold Old-Fashioned Eggnog, but is way too liquidy. If you're using it for cooking or baking, it'd be an okay selection. Otherwise, the texture and lack of thickness may be a little too off-putting for you to enjoy. If you're throwing a holiday party or you have a large family with a lot of picky drinkers, Meadow Gold Egg Nog is a safe choice. It has a very good consistency and the spices aren't too powerful or too mellow. If a person likes eggnog, there's nearly a 100% chance that they will like this drink. When you think of run-of-the-mill eggnog, this is the stuff you're thinking about. It's also easy to find, as it's one of the most popular eggnog brands in the United States. If you are one of those people who can't get enough of pumpkin spice, don't hesitate to buy Meadow Gold Pumpkin Spice Eggnog. It tastes just like their regular eggnog, but with the perfect amount of pumpkin spice added in. Turkey Hill Premium Eggnog is the first eggnog on this list that is well above average and undoubtedly worth its price tag. It's made with fresh milk and pure cream with the optimal amount of egg yolks, sugar, and nutmeg. From the color to the taste to the consistency, you won't be let down at all by this stuff. This eggnog says it's premium, and it definitely lives up to those expectations. If you want your eggnog to be extra cold, Turkey Hill also makes an ice cream version that packs a little more rum flavoring into every delicious bite. When you're thinking about getting your hands on yummy eggnog, the words organic and low-fat may cause you to hesitate, but that shouldn't scare you away from Horizon Organic's low-fat eggnog. Something that sounds this healthy can't possibly also taste good, right? Surprisingly, this treat is actually really good, to the point where you'll be stunned that there's anything healthy about this stuff. Even though it only has 3 grams of fat per serving, this eggnog manages to be extremely creamy. It also has a very pleasant taste thanks to organic nutmeg, organic cane sugar, and organic egg yolks. You can also justify drinking an extra glass or 2 of this eggnog, since each serving has 6 grams of protein and only has 140 calories. If you want dairy-free eggnog that is also certified vegan, you won't find a better option than So Delicious Coconutmilk Holiday Nog. This drink relies on extra creamy coconut milk, cane sugar, and nutmeg, and the result is amazing. It tastes better than the vast majority of traditional eggnogs on the market, even though it has no cow's milk and no egg yolks. Although it doesn't sound like that's possible, you'll be convinced after your first sip. Compared to Horizon Organic low-fat eggnog, this drink is even better for you. Each serving only has 2 grams of fat and just 90 calories. If you end up drinking the whole container without sharing with anyone, you won't have to feel too bad about what you've done.
This is literally the best non-fat eggnog I've ever had.
There's a lot to love about organic Valley Egg Nog. All the ingredients are organic, from organic fair trade cane sugar to organic eggs, and from organic fair trade nutmeg to organic milk. In addition to being dedicated to being organic, this eggnog is also free from antibiotics, dangerous pesticides, synthetic hormones, or any type of GMO. You can let kids drink this eggnog with the utmost of confidence. Along with the scrumptious nutmeg in this eggnog, it also has a subtle yet unmistakable vanilla flavor added into the mix. Many consider vanilla to be the secret ingredient that should always be added to eggnog. Try this drink, and you too may become a believer. Texture-wise, Organic Valley Eggnog is perfect. It has a satisfying mouthfeel while having a great thickness to it. This eggnog also has enough sweetness to catch your attention, but isn't so sweet that you're tired of it after your first glass. Hood makes several different kinds of eggnog. Hood Light Eggnog isn't good. It's too watery and is missing most of the flavor you crave when drinking eggnog. Even if it might be a little bit healthier for you, it's simply not worth it. Hood Vanilla Eggnog went overboard on the vanilla flavoring. While vanilla typically makes eggnog better, it shouldn't be the dominant flavor. Hood Pumpkin Eggnog is also a disappointment. But don't let those 3 misses distract you from the fact that Hood Golden Eggnog is outstanding. In fact, Hood should get rid of those other versions and just concentrate on this one. As the name suggests, this eggnog has a golden color that is a result of the extra egg yolks and the creamy milk that is used in the recipe. This treat looks like it will taste delicious, and your taste buds won't be disappointed once you take a sip. Although Ronnybrook Egg Nog can be difficult to find and isn't exactly inexpensive, the quality of this stuff is breathtaking. Even though it's made with simple ingredients like milk, cream, egg yolk, sugar, and nutmeg, you'll be convinced that there must be something magical inside each and every bottle. Those familiar with the Ronnybrook brand shouldn't be surprised that their eggnog is spectacular. This company is known for their high-quality dairy products, so much so that the New York Times once called Ronnybrook the Dom Perignon of the entire dairy industry. When it comes to value, Trader Joe's eggnog is off the charts. The price of this treat is friendly to your bank account, and the taste of it is euphoric for your taste buds. That's a winning combination that will have you visiting Trader Joe's every holiday season to get your jolly mittens on this stuff. Trader Joe's also has a light version of their eggnog, but that shouldn't be considered. Their light eggnog tastes like milk with a little bit of nutmeg in it. That said, if you want eggnog made from almond milk, Trader Joe's Almond Nog is also a great choice. Another eggnog-related product at Trader Joe's that's worth buying is the eggnog-flavored Greek yogurt. It sounds odd, but it tastes wonderful. When only the cream of the crop will do and you refuse to settle for anything but the absolute best, Southern Comfort Vanilla Spice Eggnog is the eggnog you should purchase with your hard-earned money. This drink is epic. If you've never tried it before, it'll change everything you thought you knew about eggnog. As you could guess, Southern Comfort Vanilla Spice Eggnog has a phenomenal vanilla flavor to it. But beyond being spiced to perfection, this eggnog has a special blend of whiskey and fruit flavors that elevates it to a level that no other competitor can reach. Fruit flavor in eggnog may sound iffy, but it's glorious. Be warned that Southern Comfort Vanilla Spice Eggnog is so good that you'll be sad when the holiday season ends and it becomes impossible to find. This eggnog is definitely something we should be able to enjoy all year long. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more MASH videos about your favorite holiday foods are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.